You gotta respect the response. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jack 3 Semi-Blind. I'm the semi, he's the blind. Rate, comment, and subscribe.
What does that mean, Trevor? Why don't you explain it to the audience?
I gotta tell you actually the story.
I'm glad you're back in the fight.
Who the hell is Ashlyn?
Now, so watch yourself.
This is a very new environment for us.
This is Metroid Prime environment.
Yeah, this is something we are not. What is even going on in this room? What am I supposed to do? Oh. Whoops. Sick.
I'm gonna say suck it.
Suck it. What did he say? You gotta go in from beneath. Okay, what am I doing here? So I grind over here, jump off my jet board. There's too much going on in this room. Do I punch this? Do I shoot it?
Go in from underneath.
You're right, Jesse. It's not working. It's not.
What? Give it the dark
Do I shoot
twist.
this?
Use your light jack powers. Your jack.
My jerks.
Whoa!
Whoa!
There you go.
I won that in a pretty big way, everybody.
We gotta put in that stupid CDI of Link. I won!
I won! Not that I have any idea what I'm doing. I guess I'll just grind over here. I really don't like any area in these games that can just... What?
Dark Souls, you died.
What? Well, at least they gave me a checkpoint so they can kill me however they choose. I'm gonna try that one more time. You died. Well, let's try this again. Third time. Good thing I magnetized this rail even though I'm nowhere near it. What are you gonna do? Alright. I'm guessing because I whipped out my jet board, that's why they decided to kill me. Oh my gosh. I already hate this whole
Do you
stage.
think that sentence has ever been spoken before in real life?
That's a really good question, Jesse. No, he makes a good point. Do you think in the history of mankind someone has uttered what I just said? What did I exactly say? What was my quote?
Something like, do you think that they only tried to kill me because I whipped out my jet board?
Yeah, I will wager I'm the first. You hear that? Making history on gaming memoirs, everybody. Making history. I need more momentum on this one. Did I get my momentum? Probably not. Oh my gosh. This game is wonky. Fudge! They only killed me because I fell into that bit of stomach acid. That one probably has been said because stomach acid is common in video games. I remember there was this series I used to really like. I don't remember who used to do it, and I implore you guys to go find it if you can. But it was called The Daily Spelunk. And it was two guys. One guy who was pretty...
That sounds like me, too.
Damn it. It was two guys, and they were playing Spelunky. And one guy had a lot of experience playing Spelunky, the other guy didn't. So they would each do one run of Spelunky, like, come hell or high water. Like, either it worked or it didn't. They would win or they would lose. It didn't really matter. It was just that, oh my gosh, this game is so janky. Sometimes they would do well, sometimes they wouldn't, but no matter what, they would always just do one run a day. I know. Anyway, and eventually they just got so good at playing Spelunky, they just like straight up stopped. What was the momentum that time? So yeah, they just decided to stop playing Spelunky, and it made me real sad, but I was like, I guess if your content is like not really getting better, then what's the point, you know? What exactly is the point of continuing to play a video game if you do it 100% of the time? It's kind of like me in The Binding of Isaac. When I started playing The Binding of Isaac, I was like, this game is almost impossible for me to play. Like, this game is so hard. Now, I can probably, and I'm pretty sure, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, I'm pretty sure I can beat any Isaac run that I'm presented. Like, I'm not exaggerating. I think if you gave me an Isaac run, I could just beat it. Jesse used to be like that too. When we started playing The Binding of Isaac, you were like having a real hard time, and I was like, hey man, it's no big deal. Like, it's just practice. Sooner or later, you're gonna get better at playing The Binding of Isaac. Wow. No jump there?
You just walked right
I
off
like
the edge.
literally was tapping X because I was like, Jack, you're gonna have to jump.
Yeah, another excuses you tell yourself.
Shut up, Jesse. Shut up. You're not playing this game. But anyway,
No, but you are, and that's why you didn't press the button.
Shut up. I'm coming over there. But yeah, anyway, so in this Binding of Isaac, Jesse, at first it was just like, can Jesse beat Mom? And then Jesse beat Mom. It was like, can Jesse beat Mom's heart? And then Jesse beat Mom's heart. And then it was Satan, and then it was
Damn
like...
right, I could beat Mom.
You've also beaten Mega Satan, I think, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've gone all the way. I think you're totally done.
I've gone all the way in beating her mom, that's for sure.
Yes, that's right, Schneider. All the way. Damn, Schneider. What the f...
You were bad at this game.
I'm getting Jack 2 vibes up in here, man. It's making me uncomfortable. I guess if it was Jack 2, I'd have to do the first egg over. This music is unsettling. This kind of looks like a place that you... Jeez, the momentum is so weird. This kind of looks like an area that I would see in, like, Borderlands. I just feel like I'm getting, like, weird Caustic Caverns vibes. You know what's also weird? Sometimes they kick me off my board when I'm done, like, grinding, and sometimes they don't. So, like, sometimes I just keep grinding throughout, and then sometimes they're like, get off. See, like, let's see what happens here. They didn't kick me off my board, but last time they kicked me off my board, so I'm a little gun-shy, so to speak. I got 4 more of these to do. Okay, off my board. Okay, come on, come on. Fart me up there. Jesse and I both immediately fart. Alright, that's 3. Riveting gameplay. Come on, come on, come on. Send me over. Thanks, bro. Is it me or is the frame rate having a hard time?
Nah, it's just you.
Just me?
I don't notice it, but dude, you're not from the guy who plays N64 games.
That's true.
People like really care about frame rate, but I'm like,
you know what? Let's talk about some crazy N64.
Like, it does not bother me.
N64 has so many... Where did I go? What happened? N64 has so many crazy, ridiculous, platformers. Well, like, I would always go to the store...
Yeah, well, I mean, they literally invented... They kind of like I said, they almost forced an event in a genre that shouldn't exist into existence because they didn't know what else to do, because that was... There was 2 things that you did in Super Nintendo. You made an RPG or you made a platformer.
Yeah.
And so PlayStation went RPG and N64 went platformer. So it's like, RPG worked out.
Yeah.
But platformer, 3D platformer, the reason why it's not really all that popular is because it's a genre that's like, it's good, but it's like, there's so many problems that are just inherent to the genre that it's like seemingly impossible to solve.
Well, like, here's the thing. So, like, if we're looking at, like, 3D platformers, you remember, like, I would always go to the store and see, like, oh, you know, Tonic Trouble. Never played it, you know.
Dude, I have Chameleon Twist 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
What else is there? There's Chameleon Twist, there's, like, Gex, there's, like...
Gex, there was Buzz Bumble I always used to see in stores.
You mean Buck Bumble?
No, was it Buck Bumble? Was he a bee?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the bee. I don't remember, like...
I remember playing multiplayer and not really liking it that much. There's also Glover? Is that 3D
Glover?
platformer?
Yeah, no, Glover.
I rented it, couldn't pass the tutorial.
Neither good anyway.
Couldn't pass the tutorial, and I was like, well...
We beat the tutorial.
And I never played the game again. So.
We beat the tutorial by cheesing it as kids, and then we were like, man, that was really,
I remember
hard.
thinking that was a wasted rental. Because it was like the weekend, and I was like, alright.
I didn't start renting games until I was like in my teens.
My dad tells me that that Buster Bust Loose on Super Nintendo, like, I loved it so much because we'd always rent it.
Yeah.
And so my dad bought it for me. And when I went to the store to go rent a game, I wanted to rent it. And I refused. I was like, no!
No, damn it! Buster Bust Loose! The game of the generation, Dad!
You haven't even played that game, have you?
Yeah, I did.
It's a really short game.
We did it one Saturday, man. We just, like, sat and played it. You don't remember that?
No.
We did the whole thing.
Just play it again.
It was back when you had that. Why did my board come out? I didn't ask for that. I never asked for this. Son of a...
If anyone wants a good, like, Konami, like, platformer that's based off Tiny Toons, like, you wouldn't think it'd be good, but it is. It's pretty good. It's not like... Don't expect Donkey Kong or Mario.
Why did I take
quality,
damage? Dude, why did I take damage from that?
You did it wrong.
What?
But yeah, don't expect Donkey Kong or Mario World, like, quality, but... It's a solid game.
It's crazy. It's about Buster, and he's just busting loose. I didn't take damage that time.
You did it right.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you're supposed to land on that.
But I did the whole way! Like, I did the whole way last time. I have to be able to. Look, it's too big a gap to jump normally.
Again, this is why I think 3D platformers are
Do you think I can
inherently failed.
No, I can't fly over the acid. Why can't I fly over the acid?
This is why I think 3D platformers are a failed genre. Is literally watch Trevor here try to do this. And it's not because it's the game. It's like him trying to make this jump. He can't. Trevor doesn't know how far that mushroom is truly.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Well, that time I landed on it too, man.
But I'm saying that your depth perception tells you the mushroom is here, but it's actually there. But you can't tell because it's like in a 2D platformer, you always see exactly how far something is.
Yeah, you know exactly where you are.
But in a 3D platformer,
oh my gosh, I made it.
which is why even like Mario 64 had shadows when it probably didn't need them.
Yeah.
It's because you need some way to tell where you are physically.
Yeah.
And even with the shadows, it's not enough sometimes. Sometimes when you're playing a 3D platformer, and even in Mario Odyssey, where you're like, I'm gonna make that jump, and you don't understand why, because it feels like you should have. That's because the depth perception is just, it doesn't. It's just not properly.
Well, do you remember, I mentioned this before, I talked about this before, but the most frustrating platinum I had to get in Hatton Time. Wait, am I getting new dark powers? Is this gonna make Dark Jack useful? Like, my ears get longer, it's like Viagra. Oh, I'm getting buff.
Is that all you do?
Is that all you can do? Am I infinitely Dark Jack now? What? What? Oh, go back. What?
Farted. You farted.
Oh, so I throw like what? It's kind of, to be clear, it's kind of a cool projectile. It's kind of a cool looking projectile. I'll never use it again.
While you're near the entrance to South Haven Forest, could you please go check out reports of a dark eco infestation there? It seems someone is still experimenting with dark eco. If you find infected plants, you must destroy them before they spread. There are some ancient precursor pillars.
I'm checking the map because I don't actually feel like I'm going the right way. Oh, alright. I'm glad I checked the map, because otherwise I would have totally missed it. Yeah, Jesse's right though. 3D platformers, we love those games, obviously. We're very clear about that. But like the most frustrating achievement I could have and had to get in Hatton Time was actually the simple achievement of climbing a tree. That was it. That was the whole trophy. It was climb this one tree, and it was damn near impossible for me. Like, it was so hard because there was like a point when I had to do, essentially there's trampolines that circled the tree, but I would have to systematically rotate my camera and bounce on these trees to like get to where I needed to be. It was very hard.
You can kill those plants with your jet board.
Yeah, it's just like it's such a strange like just problem. You know what's weird? So like in
Dude, the flood! Sorry.
In Mario 3D Land, like that game was awful for this for me, but like a way I could fix it would be to turn on the 3D effect.
What? Sorry, Mario 3D World?
No, Land on the 3DS.
Okay, I never played that one.
So if you turn on the 3D effect, it actually makes it so you can actually see where physically the objects are.
Uh-huh.
And so you can actually make your jumps easier.
Oh, okay.
But I think the 3D on my 3DS is like busted because it just makes the screen blurry. And I know it's because I'm not staring at it. It also might be my eyes and my glasses are just not suited for it. I know it used to work, so maybe that's it.
Okay.
But I would sometimes have to do that to like make the jump. Unfortunately, my 3DS, like the 3D effect barely functions, so I always just leave it off. So that game was frustrating because the game relied on it.
Yeah.
So some of the jumps were like ridiculously hard to make because I just couldn't tell where I was.
Yeah,
and obviously you're supposed to turn on. And for the record, when you do turn it on, when it works, like you can actually see how far away the platform is, so you could tell where you need to jump. It's so weird. So that could be a way to fix that problem. Although I don't think we all want to play 3D glasses on 3D platformers.
No, that sounds bad.
And that still wouldn't fix the camera.
Honest to goodness, I really wasn't into like when the 3DS I bought the 3DS because it has a lot of really dope video games on it. Nice.
I already opened it though.
Well, you opened it wrong, Jesse. Remember that jump I was jumping and you said I was doing it wrong? You opened that wrong.
I did.
Jesse just peed himself on camera, everybody. He didn't contest it. No, I mean when the 3DS came out, I remember very distinctly being like, oh gosh, another 3D gimmick. And I wasn't against it. That's a strong word, but like I wasn't interested. Like I didn't want a console that exclusively made me like buy gimmicks or use gimmicks to like enjoy their games. Granted, seriously, guys, 3DS games. There are so many great 3DS games out there, and I'm not ratting on the 3DS. The 3DS is dope, but like it was in that era where everything needed to be 3D, and 3D movies were coming out, and everyone was 3D.
I mean, to be fair, at least they gave it so they gave you a way to play 3D without them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I literally said that. Like it's not as gimmicky as you might think it is, and I was just like in the gimmick. I was a pretty strong-headed guy. Like I used to.
I mean, for the games that did use it, they look really good. Like
Yeah.
I remember when I was playing the Ocarina of Time with 3D. Seeing some of it, seeing it in extra 3D sometimes was good, but I always turned it off because it kind of hurt my eyes. But the 3D, the 3D effect was pretty cool, especially on like Star Fox and whatnot. And then later games were just like, because they had to like double the resolution.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, yeah, like they kind of had to render like twice of the same game. So it was kind of just like
They were like, nah.
once the game started to get too much, it was like, all right, no more 3D.
They literally, it's almost like they gave up on their own gimmick.
Granted, it's not why. I mean, they literally made a 2DS.
To give you an idea of how necessary 3DS was.
I remember because my dad was telling me, he's like, 3D is the future, you know, all these movies are going to be 3D. He's like, I love my dad because he's just like, at one point, he's like, so in the future, like, there's going to be like movies, and I'll be like, he's like, and you're going to be like there in the movie. And I'm like, video games?
Video games.
He's like, no, not a game like you control, but like, you're going to be like there, like one of the characters.
Video games.
Video games. I'm like, that's just virtual reality now.
We have that now. Go play Super Hot. It's essentially all Super Hot is. I mean, it has to be Super Hot VR, right? But all Super Hot VR is it's an action movie where you're the main character. They literally put you. It's like, oh, you're in an airport, and you're like, okay, dope. I'm in this airport. And
But see, you haven't finished it, so you don't actually know the real story.
I'm on the final level, and I know what the real story is for Super Hot. I actually, yeah, I do. I actually cannot finish the final stage of Super Hot, but it's because my room is too small for VR.
I was trying to do it to Chris, but he wouldn't like take it. I was like, Chris, you should play Super Hot. It's one of the most innovative first like games I've played in years. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you should totally play it. He's like, huh? I'm like, damn it, he won't buy it.
He won't buy it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I assume since you finished it, you got the joke, or did you? Is that only in the original?
VR, as I understand, a bit different.
Oh, you should play the original so you can understand that too. You should play it. It's the most innovative shooter I've played.
And
that goes for all of you guys. The game even gave me a code I could give you to get a discount.
Wow, did you just sponsor Super Hot?
I don't even know if the code. I don't know if they still gave me the code.
Let's be clear, guys.
I don't know if the code still works. But yeah, when I beat the game, they told me they're like, tell your friends. Here's a code. They could get the game on a discount.
Not a sponsor, FYI. And if you want that code, I guess message Jesse directly.
I don't know if I still have it. It's like I played it like 2 years ago.
Although I don't imagine Super Hot is very expensive. Although I understand the new one that just came out is apparently incredible.
I gave
it to They
supposedly I have it for free.
That was a dope move. They essentially gave people, because it's a full game, I guess. So they essentially
you have to buy it now, though. I think
you do now, but only if you don't have it already. But it was a dope thing for them to do, to be like, here's a free copy of Super Hot, whatever it's called, Control-Alt-Delete. I made that up. Wow, are you guys really gonna make me track down 6? Actually, fine. Does this kind of sound like Donkey Kong music?
no.
I don't think it sounds like kind of a little bit like Donkey Kong.
Great work, Jack. Those Precursor Pillars are some of the oldest artifacts we've ever found. Ma wrote that there were some ancient ruins to the west that were activated by 5 special
Interesting they're
artifacts
talking about
that reveal
Precursor with the flood
wondrous
attacking you.
truths.
Ow!
I'll see what I can find out.
Deep Halo lore veterans will understand.
Only the real fans.
Steve
will
and Trevor
understand.
don't understand what I'm saying.
I'm so glad. Wasn't that underwater? So what? I just got more health. That's. Now I have an extra shoulder pad. Didn't refill my health. Just gave me the shoulder pad. How the hell do I get out of here? They were like, "Nice work, Jack," and then they abandoned me. Like go in there or something? Or...
Jack, we've located 4 critical power junctions that, if destroyed, could drop some of their shields. Our bag expert Jinx can blow the junctions if you can get him to each one and protect him while he's laying the charges.
Oh, it sounds like
You're
an
on,
escort.
Jinx. He's waiting in a vehicle outside. Happy blasting.
Sounds like a bad
Happy
time.
blasting. That's what I do every night.
Nice. He's blasting because
It's like I was like watching someone play Tony Hawk Underground. He's just like, so how's he doing? Is he busted some fat ones? I'm just
Busted
like,
some fat
Jesus,
ones.
phrasing, guys.
Okay, y'all. That's it for this episode. We'll join us in the next time, alright?
Bye.
Bust some fat ones.
I beat the fuck out of my dick so goddamn hard that I can't even feel my left leg.
Wow, good for you.